You serve on the House Transportation Committee. There was a bill that came up in that committee on January 30th that would fund a third 144-car ferry. And a lot of those jobs to build that ferry would likely be right there in your district on Whidbey Island. But you voted no. Can you explain why?
This was not an easy question for me to answer, and I had to really give it some thought. I voted no on this bill last year. And what this bill does is extends the fee that we already pay to licensing subagents of $5 for our vehicle tabs or $12 for a vehicle transfer fee. It extends that fee out to purchases made at your county auditor's office or from the Department of Licensing. And so why I voted no was that I had some concerns about the statewide application. And secondly, what this bill does is all the revenues from those fees, the $5 and $12 fee, goes towards paying off bonds for this new ferry boat. And those bonds go out over 25 years. So imagine purchasing a car and financing that car over a 25-year period and how much money you would be paying in interest over those 25 years. So there's some real trade-offs on this. I'm very concerned about the retention of those 100 jobs there on South Whidbey Island. But at the same time, I'm very concerned about the financing options that the state is choosing in this particular matter and wondering if they're the most responsible means to finance this boat.
Would there be a better way to pay for a new ferry?
Well, quite possibly, yes. And that's what I'm investigating now. I've considered bringing some other options to that financing picture. One of those options would be a fare surcharge. For every time you ride the ferry boat, you'd pay an additional amount on the fare. But that seems to be very cost prohibitive to my local constituents there on South Whidbey because it would add another $2.85 on their ferry fare each way. So on a monthly basis, that racks up some serious dollars for those people and has some real impacts on their pocketbooks. The upside to that is that it would pay the boat off in the matter of 2 years. So upon delivery of that boat, it would be paid for. And that's a very good thing. An easier way to string that out would be to add like a 50-cent ferry surcharge on top of that fare, but we would still be running into the same financing problems of bonding it out over 25 years. So what I'm doing right now is working with the State Treasurer's Office. They also have some serious concerns with this 25-year bonding practice that the state has gone into, and I'm looking for them for some more responsible options.
It looks like this legislation could be pulled out to the House floor fairly soon for a vote. How do you think you will vote?
Right now I'm still in the investigation mode, trying to find a more responsible way to finance this package. I want to just remind everybody that I recognize the importance of getting this boat built right now. There are some immediate money savings on the front side of building this boat now instead of waiting another year or 2 years. But at the same time, I'm very concerned about that financing package. So, and I also really want to know what my constituents feel about this matter. So I've set up a survey on my website. And my website is www.representativedavehayes.com. And so I just really encourage people to go and take that survey and tell me what you think of this package. There's some very basic questions on there that I ask.